everyone, welcome back to my channel, Elizabeth Stitches. This is Flosstube number 7. Today is December 13th, it's a Wednesday. Welcome back if you're been watching, and welcome if you're new. I moved my background this time. I moved around my room. I thought I would make it a little bit more festive. I just have a little fireplace on the TV. I don't know, I know. Anyway, I have plans. I have a whole list of things I want to talk about. I don't know how long this video will be, but let's get started. So I thought I would start with showing some of my old finishes. Some of them are from when I very first started cross stitch, and some of them are more recent, since the last video. So I'm gonna start there. Most of them are very seasonal from when I very first started, and like 3 of them I think are from Ada. So but the first one I want to show, it's called, I think it was called But First Coffee. I don't know who the designer. I got them on Etsy. I have no clue. It was years ago, but this is my finish of it. You can see through, like, this is the back. And that was one of my first ones I did. I didn't think that was too bad. It's on this like teal, it kind of matches my shirt. Let me put in this, it's teal, like a light teal Ada. It's 14 count. I did not know what any of those things meant when I made these. So that's the first one. And I used whatever called 4 threads the pattern said to use. It's very cute. I have not fully finished anything for cross stitch except for one thing, and it was a piece I did for my mom, and I put in a frame for her. Not well, but I did it, and I don't have a picture of it, or I would show you. I might have shown it in a previous video this year, but I don't remember. The next one I want to show is I Like My Pumpkin Spicy. And I don't remember what order I stitched these in, but I know I didn't have any experience really. And this even has back stitch in it, so. And maybe a French knot, maybe? Is that what that's called? Yeah. I finished this in 2018. So, it's on Oatmeal Ada 14 count. Let me see. I put something behind it. That's better. So cute. Next one is Gobble Till You Wobble. They might have been by the same designer, I don't know. It's also on 14 count Ada, Oatmeal Ada. And this one, for some reason, I decided not to put my name on it. I haven't put my name on anything I finished since this piece, so I don't know. And then this is my last of my older finishes that are holiday finishes. I don't have that many that I finished from a long time ago, because then I realized, like, I got into the actual cross stitch world and Flosstube and all the things and all the big projects. So I don't have a lot of finishes on Ada other than a couple more. And then I did this one, and this is from the Snowflower Diaries. They're free monthly pieces. I have like no border on this. At that time I didn't realize you needed a border to finish things. So I'll probably put this in a frame and put it up in my house when we move. And it might have called for back stitching for these ornaments up here. I don't know, but it's done. I might add some little hooks or something. But it's so cute. I love the little deer. It's the only one of these I finished. I cut the fabric, I dyed this with tea dye. It's a 28 count even weave from probably Joann's or Michael's that I bought, and I tea dyed it back then. And I think I finished all of these in 2018. Okay. And then I have 2 more finishes I want to show that are from last year. The first one is this. It's on 14 count black Ada, and it's only on that because it needed to be black, and black stitching, like stitching on black is difficult. So this is the Grinch and Max. I also bought this on Etsy. And I finished him last year. He's so cute. Tiny. And then this is on 32 count pistachio fiber on a whim linen. And the pattern, it's a free Christmas hippo pattern from the Blue Flower. I love him. He's so cute. My favorite Christmas song ever is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. So very fitting. I had to stitch him when I saw him. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, she has other Christmas animals, and I just discovered, like, at the Jingle Ball. I went to the Jingle Ball. We'll get to that. And I'm sorry, I have a runny nose. It's because the weather keeps changing here. So, sorry. But yeah, I love that song. So, anyway. And then I have 3 finishes since my last video. 3. So exciting. So let's move on to that. So the first one I finished, I didn't write down the day, so I'm not sure, but it's the toad from Mama Witch Cross Stitch. This is what it looks like. There are a lot of mess ups on him, and there's some things I omitted. Like, he has a flower between his legs, but I didn't do that. I think there's supposed to be like French knots above the mushrooms. I didn't do that either. Oh, and there's probably supposed to be some fill-in in this flower. But I got too excited to be done with it, so I'm counting it as done. It's fine. It looks good. But I love it. This is on 32 count cocoa from Fiber on a Whim linen. So pretty. I also, on this same piece, I stitched this. I showed it earlier in one of my other videos this year. This is the, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I showed it in a previous video. I know, when I finished it earlier this year. Okay, let me get a drink real quick. And yes, I have a needle minder sitting on here because it's magneted. Sorry. Okay. The next thing I finished is this is a freebie from Kathy Haberman from Hands On Design. And I did it on 32 count Mystic Owl linen from Color and Cotton. And I just pulled threads from my stash that I wanted in the color scheme I like. They're all DMC. And I finished this like 2 days after Thanksgiving, I think. I started it the day before Thanksgiving, and then I was so busy day of and day after, so I didn't get a chance to work on it until Saturday, and I finished it then. So pretty. And this lighting, it looks really nice. In reality, it's more like more gray tinted than cream. I don't know how to get that across on the camera, but it's so pretty. And then the last thing I finished I finished it this morning. I almost finished it last night. I was this close and then I went to sleep. It's do I have the picture? I don't have the picture, but it's Deck the Halls, hold. I don't remember what the name of them was called. She's done a few of them. Oh, a skinny mini pattern. Deck the Halls, a skinny mini pattern from October House. And this is on 36 count, cream and sugar. Let me see. Cream and sugar, 36 count Edinburgh linen, Fiber on a Whim. I love Fiber on a Whim if you can't tell. And this is it. And I used all of the called for threads. They are all, oh my gosh, why can't I remember anything? I just stitched with them last night. My stuff is like across from me. So hold on one second, I gotta lean forward. And this is my blanket that I crocheted behind me. It's finished now. Just haven't done the very last border, but it's okay. I'm calling it finished. Okay, here's the threads I used. So these are the called for. It's Classic Colorworks Tiny Vine, Classic Colorworks Holly Berry, and this is my new favorite red to stitch with. I love it. This is Classic Colorworks Rose Petal, and this is Classic Colorworks Little Sprout. So, just 4 colors. And I found that she has 2 more patterns that are Christmassy. They're smalls that use the same color, fabric, thread colors. And I'm gonna try to do them all in the same fabric. I think I could get them to fit. But one's a little Christmas tree and one says maybe Jingle All the Way or all is calm, all is bright, something like that. It's a cute little Christmas saying. But yeah, I love it. I don't know if I saw on Instagram or somebody was stitching it. I saw it the other day and I had to have it. So I ordered it on 123 Stitch and I ordered everything, the fabric, the pattern, and the threads, because I had the fabric, but I didn't have it in 36 count. And I love this color. So, and I love it. It's so tiny, like my finger in comparison. He's so tiny. Anyway. Okay, that's all the finishes I have. I really want to turn this into a little pillow. I bought I bought some of the finishing supplies. It's gonna be crinkly, I'm sorry. I bought Sizzle, Lady Dot Create Sizzle pom-pom trim. And I want to use it around the edge of the little pillow. I think it'd be so cute. I want to try to do that this evening. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but we'll see. Okay, and I have too many things in my hand, so bear with me one second. Sorry. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, let me just look at my list here. The next thing I want to talk about is some new starts I've done since my last video. I haven't worked on any of my whips technically. I pulled out cryptids and I had to rip out an entire little little design in there. Like, you know, if you've seen cryptids from Witchy Stitcher, you know that it's each cryptid it's its own individual little frame. And on cryptids, I've done all the frames and some of the cryptids in them, except for my last frame was stitched wrong and I had to rip it out. That's why I put it in timeout, because I was mad at it. And I finally felt like fixing it the other day. So that's the only whip I've actually worked on, but there's no progress. I ripped out what I had and restitched it. So it doesn't look any different other than it being moved back up one where it should have been. And yeah, I want to talk more about that in plans, but anyway. So new starts. I have 3 new starts and plans that I want to start for next year, and I want to talk about plans for the rest of this year and next year. So yeah, let's start with the one I started first. Let me pull up a picture to show you. So I started, ignore the little video because I am playing music on my Amazon thingy right there. This is the Yule Goddess from Tiny Modernist. And I think I talked about that in my last video that I wanted to start her. I had seen Mama Loves You GB, Michelle, stitching it on 32 count. I think she does a 32 count, I don't know. But she used Pompous from Picture This Plus, and I was like, oh, so pretty. And so I ordered some, and I started her myself. Let me just turn down the brightness because it's bright. This is as far as I've gotten on her. I had stitched that entire, this whole part, half of the tree, realized I was off by one, had to rip it all out and start over again. I was really mad. But I was working on this during the Jingle Ball, and I have learned that I cannot talk to people in an active conversation, like ongoing conversation, and stitch and count. I cannot do it. Like, it is not a skill I have. Usually in the evenings when I'm stitching at home, my husband will be playing a game or watching TV or reading or doing something else where we're not actively engaging in conversation that often. Like, here and there I can respond and say a couple things, or I'll pause what I'm doing and then speak to him and then go back to it. So it's easier, but I cannot like talk and think and count and stitch. I can't do it. So anyway, but this is on 32 count. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see. That's more true to color back here. That's what it looks like. She's so pretty. I love her. And I'm using all the called for DMC. There's no specialty floss in her. I didn't change any colors. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. The next one I started is called Winter Deer by Stitch Rovia. And it looks like this. It's very pretty. It's very big. I love the colors in it. And I decided to stitch it on that same 32 count Mystic Owl from Color and Cotton that I did my Thankful. Oh, that's upside down, isn't it? I did this on. And this is as far as I've gotten. I think I worked on this for 3 days. Let me move the needle minder. Hold on. There's loose threads on everything. That's my problem. I leave loose threads everywhere. Just letting you know. So I really like this piece. The problem is I was working on this also before Jingle Ball. I had a mess up, and then I started working on it during Jingle Ball, and I had another mess up, and I got mad and I put it in timeout. So I don't know when I'm gonna pick it back up, but I love how it makes me think of the colors. Like, the colors don't make me think of it, but the design makes me think of Dr. Seuss, like, because it's so like swirly, and I don't know, it just gives me Dr. Seuss feelings, the trees, I don't know. Yeah, other things have caught my attention now. I don't know when I'll go back to it, but I have it started, and I have a good chunk of it started. So I have to rip out all of this pink, all of this white line here, because it's in the wrong spot. Because I did this part of the tree and it was wrong. I had to rip it out. Anyway. Moving on. It's very pretty, and I'll go back to it at some point. I can't wait to finish it and have it up on display, but yeah. Okay, and the most recent, I have 2 more new starts, and this one, it is a it's a freebie from Stitching Through the Years. It's a Christmas freebie. I'm gonna show you the picture of it. It's not a good picture. It's at an angle, so you can't really see. It's called The Joy of Winter. Actually, yeah, that's fine. It's hard to see, but I watched Lala D Stitches, Laura. I think her name's Laura. I think. I watched her most recent video, I believe, and she had done this last year in a stitch along, and she put the finished piece in the panel of a project bag, and it's so pretty. I don't want to make mine into a project bag. I'm scared of the back stitching getting ripped when I have it next to something. But I love it and I want to put it up on display in my house. So this is on 32 count opalescent Extrude Designs marbled hazelnut. And I'm using some of the called for threads, some out of my stash. That's the center. It's a poinsettia. And I'm using, I don't know if you can tell, this is Petite Treasure braid I'm using in this part here and here. I changed the color she used for these baubles to a pink because I like pink for Christmas and I wanted to incorporate that. But yeah, I love it. It's so pretty. I pulled colors from my stash. I don't know if people are curious, but I'll tell you the threads I'm using. Yeah, marbled hazelnut is the fabric. But I'm using Classic Colorworks Honeycomb, Color and Cotton Fruitcake. It's a special edition. Color and Cotton Rose Petals, a special edition also, the pink. And my favorite red ever is this one, but it's special edition, so it's hard to get. Color and Cotton Clara, like Nutcracker Clara. I love that red. I'm using it for the house. And then Color and Cotton Bing Cherry. It's a little bit brighter red. Classic Colorworks Cocoa Bean, the brown. Color and Cotton Shining Sea for the blue, and then 3865, 3364, and 3051 for the greens and white. There's a lot of snow in the bottom, and I was like, do I want to use a fancy floss or do I want to use DMC? And I chose DMC. But you can see the marbling. It's so, oh, there you go. That's really true to color right there on how the fabric looks and the stuff. Like that golden color, that's what it looks like in person. This is the back. Well, I have folded in half. So a lot more marbling, but I didn't want the stitching to cover all the marbling up. Like I love the marbling, so I don't know. But yeah, anyway. Okay, and then I have one more new start, and then we can talk about plans and the jingle ball and, sorry for the zipper, and all of that stuff. So, the next thing, no, I have one more other start, but I don't know where I put it at. Oh, it's right here. Okay. The other thing I have two more new starts. I'm sorry. The next thing I started White Winter Moth by Kathy Barrick. So pretty. And I'm using colors I chose on my own. I didn't even go by the fabric, by what she called for at all. I chose what I thought would look pretty. And I'll tell you about those in a second. But this is on a 32 count Seraphim fabric. I do not remember the color. It was a big, like half yard piece I had. I chopped it in half, and this is the other half of it, like you can see. It's a big piece of fabric. And this is how far I've gotten on it. Just right down the center. I wanted to make sure the bottom would fit in nicely. It does. And now I'm gonna work my way to the top and make sure it fits in. But it's a thin piece. And look at my little ghosty needle minder. So cute. That's more true color right there. But I love teal, and I love decorating with teal. And if I'm gonna stitch this, I want it to be something I'll keep up from like December all the way through like January, February. So the colors I'm using are Classic Colorworks Mint Julep, Classic Colorworks Bamboo for the white, Classic Colorworks Frosted Sage. They're slightly different. And then the problem is I love the teal gradient pack from Color and Cotton. Every time I look, it's not back in stock. So I have to be very sparing of what I'm stitching with it because it will only go so far. And this is a big moth, and I am like terrified I'm gonna run out. But I chose to use a Color Cotton Marigold for the yellow orange in this piece. And then these are the colors I'm using that are out of that gradient pack, bold teal and medium teal. So this is how it all looks together. I know that she doesn't use teal, she uses a really dark green. And I saw, I think Canvas Stitcher is doing it, and I don't know if she's using the called for threads, but I do know that she is using that dark green, I'm pretty sure. And to me, I was like, what about on teal? Like in teal, that would be beautiful. So that was my own conversion. And my last start, okay, I know for sure. So where is the picture of it? There we go. So the other day I was on Instagram like normal, and I saw that Bridget, Museum Stitcher, she started this modern folk embroidery piece called, I think it's called The Song of the Nightingale, and she I don't know if she started it yet, but she plans to start it. And the colors she chose, and I'm gonna show you in a second. I saw it and I was like, oh my god. Now I want to do the 2024 Sal that Jacob has released, but it is really, really big, and I know realistically I cannot commit enough time to ever finish it. Like, I will get bored. I know that. So I was trying to, I was like, okay, what could I do that would be more manageable for me mentally? Like what, like, you know, and I chose 2 different pieces. I know I'm crazy, but I was going to do Song of the Nightingale. I saw it, I loved it. But then when I went to go on there and buy it, there was another new release he had, and I had to have it. And I actually had everything in my stash that I wanted to start it with. So I've started that piece, and it's called, it's Modern Folk Embroidery Under the Stars, a square edition. I wish the camera did a better job of showing, but it doesn't. But I'll show you. I am doing it on 32 count cream and sugar, color and cotton, no, fiber on a whim. And I chose DMC 777 and DMC 783. Because in my head, the picture, it looks like red and yellow, but it's actually a brown and like a dirty orange color. But I chose what I thought would be better for me. And I am almost, like, I am so close to 1 page finish already. And the pages are small, so it's a big piece of fabric. So hold on. This is where I've gotten to. There, that's really good representation right there. I have a Mothman needle minder on here. But it's so pretty. So the page finish, I need to do a couple more flowers over here. I need to finish filling in this, and then right above this little motif is the start of the next motif, and that's it. That's all that's left in the page finish. So I started in the bottom, like when I look at it, the bottom right corner, so I can move up and all the way across. That's how I like to stitch, from the right to the left. Like, that's, I don't know, I just do. So I started over here and went this way. And this is the border, this thick line here. But it's so beautiful and I love it. And this piece of fabric, like, look, it's really big. And I want to cut it, but I'm so terrified that if I cut it, I will cut it just too small and I won't be able to put this in a frame or whatever I want to do with it. But yeah, this is Cream and Sugar Fiber on a Whim 32 count linen. Is a fat half that I bought a while ago. I had it in my stash and I was like, oh, found a project for that. Okay, so now we can move to plans. For my plans, I'm just going to go into the next modern folk embroidery piece I do, and then now I have the stuff here so I can start it soon, so I'm so excited. But so this is what the Song of the Nightingale looks like. It's so pretty, okay? And I took a picture of Bridgen's conversion. Hold on. There. This is her conversion. There you go, that's better. And I love it. I love it so much. It's beautiful. I love those colors. But I love teal. So what I think I'm going to do, I've already bought enough thread for it. We'll see if I end up sticking with these plans. We'll see. I have so far chosen DMC 3847777 again, and 3867, which this one is like one number off from the one she's using. I couldn't, oh no, not this one. This is not, this was a different color than what she's using, because when I went to the store, I didn't have it in my stash. They didn't have it there. So I was like, let me pick something that's close, and 777 was close for me. So I love that combo, but the fabric I bought to stitch it on is 32 count Old Gold by Fiber on a Whim. I love that fabric. I have my Cathedral Woods Goddess stitching on that, and I think it's gonna be gorgeous and beautiful. I can't wait to finish it. Like, I can already picture it in my mind. This lighting is not great. There you go. So this is my, no, I lost the thread, hold on. Sorry. Okay, let me hold this better. How about that? I think it's gonna be so pretty on there. I can't wait to start it, but I think I wanna get at least one page finish on my other one first. So I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I might wait and start on my birthday, which is coming up on the 30th. So that's the first plan. Next plan, I want to do, I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year. I'm gonna do it in the future. I wanna do the giraffe from the blue flower. This was in 2022. Well, okay, let's switch gears for a second. I want to talk about the 2022, no, the 2023 Jingle Ball that just happened a few weekends ago. I think it was last weekend? Weekend before last? I can't remember. The first, so maybe 2 weekends ago now, or will be 2 weekends ago, something like that. Anyway, I attended for the first time. It was fun. I was really busy that weekend. Yeah, it wasn't last weekend, it was the weekend before, that's right. I was really busy because the last weekend, the following weekend afterwards, my husband had a Christmas party and we had to go shopping and get stuff because I didn't have anything to fit, words. I didn't have anything that would fit me to wear. So everything was too big. So what I bought at the Jingle Ball, I bought the 2022 ornament book. I bought the 2023 ornament book, and then I bought 2 patterns. Yeah, 2 patterns. So the first pattern I bought was Family Fox from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's one of their exclusives for this year. I don't know when I'll stitch it, but it's cute. I love the shape. And then I bought these Out There ornament set from Heartstring Samplery. All right, I'm just gonna say, sci-fi is my favorite thing. Oh no. Netflix is gonna change channels. I gotta grab the remote, 1 second. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. We fixed it. Anyway, this is the Out There ornament set. I love the Believe and the Seek ones. I had to have them. I think the Answer one is from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And then Renew is from a movie from like the 80s or the 70s or something she had said. I watched her talk about this at the Jingle Ball. It was really cool. So don't know when I'm going to do them. I have them now, so okay. And then the ornaments out of the 2 booklets that I want to stitch. This is part of my plans, which when I eventually get there is this little cutie. The Christmas giraffe, and I want to stitch them on the same fabric as the hippo, and I have enough of it, so that one. And then she has for this year, she has a red panda, and my husband's nickname for his friends is Panda, and mine is Red Panda, so cute. And then in last year's ornament book, the other ones I saved, this is from Tiny Modernist. It's a nutcracker. I love it. And then this is from Heartstring Samplery. Jingle All the Way. I love the jingle bells around the, no. Stop it. Stop it. Around the outside of the piece. And then from this year's booklet, I loved this piece. It was on the cover. It was Kathy Haberman's hands-on design. The jingle, I think it's called Jingle All the Way, maybe something like that. This is from this year's book too. I already showed that. This cute little Santa from Luminous Fiber Arts. There you go. That's better. Cute. And my favorite ornament out of the whole book, I probably think out of both books, I don't know what it is. It is because it's vintage, and I love vintage Christmas. This is from Tiny Modernist also. Okay, this is really irritating me. There we go. It's a reindeer, a vintage reindeer. Like, that looks like it's from the 90s, like, or something, or before. Like, it's so vintage, so cute. I love it, and I want to stitch it so bad. But I don't want to do all the back stitch, so, you know. Anyway, that's all the plans I have pictures of here. Other plans, I have more plans than I have haul. So, last plan I have is oh no, 2 more things. I found this in my stash the other day. This is Nikki's Creations Primitives Valentine Heart. I don't want to take it out of the plastic. It's gonna be loud, but it's tiny. It's 55 by 55. It's a little bitty. I pulled these threads. This is Color and Cotton Ragtime, Color and Cotton Holly Berry, and Color and Cotton Murky. And I want to stitch it on this piece. I don't know. This is Picture This Plus, 32 count Picture This Plus. Don't know what color it is. I've had it for a long time. I had started something else on it and decided I wasn't going to stitch it anymore. But it's this color. I think it'll be lovely. It's a small. I could probably finish it in a day or 2. Maybe one day. I want to do this. And I don't know if I'm going to do it before the next video or around Valentine's Day. We'll see. But it's my list of things I want to stitch soon. So there's that. And then we can move on to haul. I showed you the Lady Dots Creates little pom-poms. I got the red and I got a pink pom-pom to do. I don't know where I set it at. Oh, I know where I set it at. Sorry, zipper. There you go. Okay, so I bought the pink pom-pom, because I think it will be pretty. This is Pinky. I think it'll be pretty when I do this. So this is part of my haul. When I ordered the Deck the Halls piece, this is the Deck the Halls piece. When I ordered that, I couldn't get that by itself. Okay, I just couldn't. You know how it is. So I ordered the Lady Dots Creates, and I ordered this piece from October House. This is Honey Fair. And I think the pink, I'm gonna do a slightly different pink on the flowers. So this will go with that when I'm finished with it. And then I bought this. It's called Snip Snip. It's a skinny mini. I love it. I love it so much. So I'm going to do those. I don't know when, but I have them now. They don't take long. They're tiny. So that's my part of my haul. And then the other thing I got in my haul is for haul and plans, but I might change my mind. I saw the Artsy Housewife. I love her stuff, by the way. There is a pattern from her that I think she released in August. I can't remember the name of it. I don't have a picture of it to show you, but it's got a pink, I think it's called the Pink Barn. It's a pink barn and a cow and a tree, and it's got a top border and a bottom border, and I love it. And I had seen it and saved it when I saw it before when she released it. Didn't buy it then because I didn't want to be overwhelmed with starting all these things, but I gave up on that. I saw, I can't remember her name, but Cross Stitch Around the Globe, maybe Amanda, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but one of the sisters, the one that she did the most recent plans video, she was talking about in her plans, and I saw it yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot I need to stitch that. So I want to get a couple of her newer patterns, the RC Housewife. I have some in my stash, but I want to get some more and start a couple. But I saw her stitching on her Instagram the other day. She was stitching a Stacey Nash Primitives piece, a Christmas piece. And I bought this fabric to do it on. I don't know if I'm going to actually use this. I might use something else. But this is a 20 count Aida. It's called Cafe Olay from Vintage Needle Arts. I think that's how you say that. It's beautiful. It's a big piece. But it's 20 count, so it's teeny tiny. I don't know. I was thinking about doing this piece on here. I'm going to show you. It's Christmas at Holly Berry Farm. And only because I love the flower and the urn and everything. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I was like, maybe I could just stitch that in the house. Or maybe I could just like stitch the scene and then cut off. Okay, why does that keep happening? And cut off the alphabet at the top. You can't really see it. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, so that's my plans. I want to do another whip parade. I want to do a whip parade because I went through all of my whips the other day. I went through them all, and I decided to what is it called? DNF, do not finish, some items. Because they're just not my style anymore. Like for example, this fabric I was saying I want to do the Valentine heart on just a second ago. That's the Picture This Plus. I can't remember, but I started this Lizzie Kate piece on here. I don't remember what the piece is called, but it was forever ago. I started it. You see how far I was ambitious to do. And I chose to do bright Halloween, and that is not my style anymore. And I don't want to decorate like that anymore. So I'm not going to even finish it because I barely did one block. I'm not going to worry about doing any more. But I want to really focus on stitching things that I want to have finished to put on display. That's what I want and that I enjoy. So I went through all of my whips and decided, okay, what do I not care for anymore? What's not my style? Not that the designs aren't beautiful, they are. And I have some finishes that I think are beautiful, but they're not my style anymore. Like most of the ones I showed that like the pumpkin spicy, I was like, I don't know, early 20s when I did that. I'm almost 30 now, so it's a little bit different. I like different things. you know, things change. And so yeah, and my style preference has changed. But I got rid of about, I think 12 or 13 whips that I didn't want to do anymore. And it makes me feel a little bit more freedom to start a couple more things that I really want to do and stuff like that. So, yeah. And then, let's see. The cryptids, the Witchy Stitcher cryptids and Supernatural, I have started both of those. I've gotten really far on cryptids, and I've gotten a good, decent way on Supernatural. The only problem is, so I did cryptids first, obviously. I did it when she ran the Sal, and I did the whole entire frame. I did most of the outlines, all that. I tried to come up with as much as I could. And the problem is it just got to a point where I couldn't keep up. And it's not hard. I could do one of those little cryptids in maybe an evening or like an evening and the next morning. It doesn't take me that long, but it's actually having the drive to sit there and do it when I just want the finished product. So I don't know. I've been wanting to work on it. That's why I've ripped out that one frame and re-put it back in. I kind of have a goal because I think I just need to finish the inside fill-ins of all the little cryptids and then I'll be finished. So I kind of want to do that, like maybe get one done every 2 weeks or something, or one a week maybe. I had that goal and then I moved on to other things, but maybe one every 2 weeks should be my goal, or one a month. I mean, it's going to take me forever at that rate, but at least I'll be making progress on it. And like last year, or this past year, where I haven't done really anything. So, and once I finish that, I want to move on to the Supernatural one and do the same thing. Work on it a little bit at a time. That's what I would like to do. I think I want to participate in WhipGo next year. So maybe that will help me actually work on different things. But I'm a mood stitcher, so it's hard. I don't know. Like I want to try WhipGo and see if I actually do it. But my goals have to be small, like 2 days of this project, or 1 day of this, or, you know, something like that. Or one day working on a thing with a tree or something like that. It's gotta be simple. And then I also kind of want to participate, as I have a whip for it, in the hashtag Princess Birthday Sal that Cross Stitch the Globe is doing. I think they're starting it next year. I can't remember if it's in January or March or April or something like that. I can't remember. I have to watch a video again. But I was thinking about participating in that because I have worked on the Grimm's Fairy Tale Sal from Clouds Factory, and I'm very far on it. I also saw their new Sal for next year is the Hans Christian Andersen Sal, and I love The Little Mermaid. Love it. But I don't think I want to stitch another piece like that. It's not my style anymore. I love the one I've done, but yeah. Anyway, that's my plans. I want to do a whip parade before the end of the year, so maybe about like close to Christmas I'll do one. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great Christmas, happy holidays if you celebrate, and if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here, awesome, thank you. I think I might film this kind of setup from going forward. I kind of like this, it's nice. But yeah, I'm sorry about the ABC Dinosaur giveaway. I know I kind of dropped the ball on that. I've had a lot of life things going on this year. I promise my goal for next year is to be better. I want to do a giveaway in every video next year, I think, because I have a lot of things that I want to stash, and I don't want to make people pay for them because they just need, I want them to go to a home where they are loved and get stitched and things and get used, you know. So anyway, thank you so much for coming. If I don't make another video before Christmas, happy holidays, Merry Christmas if you celebrate, and if not, I hope you have a safe rest of the year. But yeah, thank you for being here with me. I hope the setup's okay. It's not too crazy back there. You can see my little Legos I've built. Oh, and I did want to show one more thing. There's a picture behind me of it, but this is what we wore to the party. So yeah, anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.